Welcome to the Cage of Dreams. I'm your host, Pro Wrestling's bad boy, Carnage. And with me, as always, thank you. And with me, as always, I don't go anywhere without him, all my partners in crime. Shannon, Dream Girl Shannon's here.
Hey!
And my man, Tony D, he's in the house. Tony D, give some love for Tony over here.
Carnage, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. We're at Cookology, brother, at Dulles Town Center Mall.
Crazy up in here today.
It is, man. And we are here live doing this show. And it's nasty weather outside, but it's beautiful in here, man.
It is. Look at these people. They're the most beautiful audience we've ever had.
Man, look at these people. Glad everybody came out. And we're going to put on a good show. Hopefully you guys check us out. You can find us on Facebook. And our guest is none other than the owner and operator, Maria Kopsidas.
The professor of cookology herself.
She is on the show. And she will be up shortly. And we also have a super special guest, a personal friend of mine. You all know her.
I know her.
He knows her firsthand because she done knocked him out.
Right. Yes.
And that is Tori Sho Nuff Nelson, the women's middleweight boxing champion, is here.
Of the world.
She is here. And she will be on here with us. But, you know, first and foremost, we got to do it. It's our top 5. It's a staple of the show.
Top 5.
And because we are at Cookology here at the Dulles Town Center, it's kind of a food-related top 5.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so it's the top 5 craziest bacon projects. And these are things that are made nowadays, made out of bacon.
So this is the top 5
these are legit.
things.
Yeah, these are legit.
You can make them from bacon.
Yeah, either that or they sell them, you know, in stores and things like that. So,
what you got, Carnage?
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go. Number 5, bacon cologne for men. It's called Bacon.
I know about bacon cologne. I got some on right now.
Bacon. Wait, you have some on?
Yeah. Here.
All right. Oh!
You smell a little porky?
Smells delicious.
Woo! Okay, ladies, next.
Yeah. Okay, number 4 is they have tooth carrots. They have bacon-flavored toothpaste and mints.
I know about the toothpaste, too. And every time I use it, I usually get lettuce and tomato.
No. Tony, the bacon toothpaste is for dogs. They only make that for dogs.
Next.
Okay, number 3, moving on. A bacon coffin. It was actually a coffin that somebody painted just like bacon and got buried in it.
Oh, so
think about that.
So it was just painted. It wasn't made of.
It wasn't painted.
Well, because I thought that was really nice. It was biodegradable if it was made of bacon, but it's just
wouldn't last long.
It just painted that way.
They buried you accidentally, right? You got something to munch on while you're sitting banging on the lid.
That's it, man. All right, number 2, bacon flavored lip balm.
No. No, stop. Lip balm and chapstick. That's made out of whale fat, not pig fat. So it can't be bacon.
Flavored.
Oh.
And number 1 in our top 5, bacon roses. These actual roses that they made that the
bacon roses. You know how good a rose smells, right?
Right.
You should throw a little bacon on there and you got something.
I know, that's right there, man.
Okay, so no, roses don't last long enough as it is. But if they're actually made of bacon,
roses are red. Bacon is bacon. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
That's it. Well, that's our top 5.
I have nothing to say about that.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
Well, we're here at Cookology at the Dulles Town Center, and we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, the owner,
the professor,
is here. The queen of cooking.
The PhD of the frying pan.
She's here. Maria Kopsidas is on Cage of Dreams. Come on back. Woo!
I'm Matt. I'm Tom. I'm Mike. I'm Jimmy. We're Sons of the Radio. And you're watching Cage of Dreams with Carnage.
Welcome back to the Cage of Dreams. I'm your host, the bad boy Cable Carnage. And with me, of course, is Tony D and Shannon. And with us is the lovely and talented Maria Kopsidas.
Kopsidas.
Did I get it right?
He got it right.
So I got applause for saying it right. Thank you.
Kopsidas.
Oh, it's so close.
Maria,
So
what's
close.
I was close. Well, it's great having you here. We are here at Cookology at the Dulles Town Center Mall. And this is your baby. This whole thing is you, is it?
baby.
Why don't you go ahead and shout out to the camera.
It's like my second child. Hey, camera.
And throw out the website where they can see you and find the place.
www.cookologyonline.com.
So it's www.cookologyonline, one word,
Yes.
.com. See it? See it right there? It's
Yep.
cookology.com.
Exactly. There it is. And we're here at the Dulles Town Center Mall. Now, first and foremost, I see all these cooking shows on TV, and I'm starting to get into it. I'm starting to liking it. My favorite is Hell's Kitchen, of course. Any Hell's Kitchen fans out there? Pretty good. I love Gordon Ramsay. I actually have his autograph in my office.
I like the way he throws
Nice.
it 10
Why do
rounds.
you like him? Why do you like him so much?
I
He's
just
a really
like
fit guy.
I just like because he's mean to people. I just
Oh,
like
you
that.
like that he's mean to people.
Yeah, I like it when he yells
like
at
his
people and
honesty.
calls them names and
Yes.
stuff like that. Yeah,
He's
I
just
like that.
honesty.
brutal
Oh, yes.
honesty.
And when he smashes food down and everything.
Right.
He
Yeah.
says the things that all of us want to say, but
Right.
hold back for society reasons. Like
Carnage says it. What are you talking
Right,
about?
and he got a show.
Yeah.
So apparently it works.
It's no holds barred. There's
Yeah.
no filter. I
Yeah.
love that.
But speaking of Hell's Kitchen,
Speaking of-
have you yourself? I think some of your staff is here. They might chime in on this one. But have you ever acted like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen?
Yeah, I think at the very beginning that I was definitely worried a lot more about the customer experience and everything being perfect and walking in and wanting everything to go the way that I had visioned in my head. And it's a hard thing when you're trying to get people to see what they can't see, and they're coming from a completely different experience and what they've done and what they've taught and who they've been in the restaurant business, and now they're in front of a customer. And so yeah, I've gone a little ballistic. I've smashed some chairs and
All
scared
right,
some
my kind of girl,
employees.
I do.
Like
That's what I do.
How's
I do
people
it in the
going?
ring. She
Oh
does
my
it
god,
in the
if you do
kitchen.
that again.
I tell you what, you're just not doing the job right unless somebody's just
Well,
flat out.
I mean-
I quit and like ran out the door.
You know, the stakes are high in this economy, so you have to deliver it. And if you're not delivering it and you're not worried about it, then why are you in business? So
Exactly.
You have to make your expectations clear.
Yep.
exactly, and I don't think they were clear enough. Tell that.
Now at your location with your staff and everything, some places have like a credo type that they have. You know.
Yes.
Do you have some kind of rules like that for your staff and for
The mantra
everybody?
of Cookology.
The
Exactly.
mantra of Cookology
Exactly.
is it's just food. Chill out. It's just food. Like,
Learn it or burn it.
I mean,
Well, wait a minute. I don't think that's what it means.
Yeah, no.
let's take that one. Learn it or burn
Stolen.
it.
Really?
Stolen. Thank you for that, man. Freebie.
There it is.
Freebie from the Carnage Show. No, yeah, it's just food. It's just relax and have fun and let everyone else have fun and don't worry about it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, I know cooking shows in the past few years have become very popular. There's tons of them on TV. What do you think has brought it to such a height, nationwide now?
That's
so many
true.
people
I
are
mean,
cooking.
Every time I turn on the Food Network, you see a cooking show.
Well, it's
called the Food
odd.
Network.
The history of our country is that we didn't cook. If you look at our 50s and 60s cookbooks from the United States, they're all very much like pulled together packaged foods and throwing Jell-O in and making molds and making all kinds of weird stuff. I think Julia Child really broke the mold in terms of the cooking show, and people got really interested in like, okay, if you didn't come from a European country or a country where they cooked a lot, you were sort of stuck on your own as an American.
If you're not using olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, then
Right.
then you're doing
Or
it wrong.
if you're not from South and Central
Absolutely.
America where they cook. And in Peru, there are 22 cooking schools alone in Lima.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
huge. Woo, Peruvians!
All right, yeah.
Peru
Some of
in the house.
best food
Yeah.
ever. Some of the best food ever. And they cook at home all the time. So, but it's the U.S. population that really has been struggling. So I think the short answer is reality TV shows kind of hit at the same time. Mm-hmm. You mix that with really good-looking chefs and really gorgeous kitchens in places like New York City, L.A., outside with these great, gorgeous patios with grills and well-scripted, well-edited, and you have a TV show. And they never put the recipes up. You have to go find them online.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
And it's sexy. And here people expect us to do the same thing. It's like the TV cooking. Once we're finished, we go into the oven several times. You go into the oven several times when you're cooking. You're like, I got to check it. I have to check it.
That's what I
It looks
do.
okay. Let me cut it open. Let me check. That's normal cooking.
Right.
In TV, it's TV magic. Like, hey, this is completely done. Look how beautiful this is.
No, I agree with you, Maria. I mean, every time I throw a Hot Pocket in the microwave, right? I'll set it for 3 minutes. I check it at 30 seconds.
Do you poke it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You
I'm like a
throw-
cold middle in that thing.
Yeah.
And then you bite into it and you throw it back in.
I love it.
How do you check it without removing that foil cover?
2 minutes, 39 seconds.
You know your microwave.
That's right. Now, another big thing nowadays is like competitive eating, where they have like the Nathan's hot dog eating competition every year.
4th of July at Coney
Right,
Island.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what
How
do you
do they
think
fit
about
so many hot dogs?
competitive, eating?
Well, I think it's interesting how they do it. They wet down the hot dog bun and then they shove it into their mouth. It's gross. The guy is like 120 pounds
Yep.
from like, I don't know, Korea or something. I mean, it's crazy. And he just, I don't know.
80 something.
Okay, so Maria, tell me, how did you decide that Cookology would be your dream?
I was working at this organization called Grocery Manufacturers of America. They're big lobbyists in D.C. And I was in the communications department. And I remember talking to news journalists on the phone about how our manufacturer members didn't make people obese. And I knew it was a huge lie. And obesity was a big subject that nobody was really tackling. People were tackling it, but it wasn't the way, and there was no answer for it. So I stood up pregnant, as you can imagine, hormonal, going, why don't we just teach people how to cook? And they're like, okay, little communications girl, sit down. And you're with these amazing lobbyists who've got, years of experience and know what they're talking about. And so I made a huge fool of myself, but that was kind of my aha moment. I went, let's teach people how to cook, and then we'll cure the obesity program. Oddly enough, a month ago, Michelle Obama came out and said, I think, maybe we should teach people how to cook. And that'll solve the obesity problem.
You need a cookologist for that.
A cookologist.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about. So there we go.
Well, what's
And
the
we
deal
have
with
one of the best ones right here.
MSG? What's the deal with that?
It's monosodium glutamate.
You add it to anything?
It's corn.
I've looked for it in Food Lion. I can't find it
corn.
anywhere.
You can buy it. You get it mostly in an Asian store as MSG. But if you want it in typical American stores, it's just a corn thickener. It's like cornstarch.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing.
And it makes you more hungry. And it's in everything.
It fills you up, actually.
Really?
It thickens the food, and therefore you eat less, oddly enough. So when you get a lot of Chinese food, you're like, I barely ate any of that, but I'm so full.
I was
It's
full.
the MSG.
That's what it is.
Now, Maria, you do a lot of community work, and I know you work with a lot of charities out there. I've seen a list, and it's endless, and that's awesome. That's really great. Now, you also provide meals to the community. Explain a little bit about that.
So the last 3 years, we provided Loud and Free Clinic over. We've done 150 meals, and it's about over 600 people that we fed. So we did families of 4, and we did an entire chicken. They get 4 handy foil pans. It's a chicken, a whole chicken, potatoes, veg, seasonal vegetables, bread, homemade bread, and an apple pie.
Nice. Are you throwing in a free lesson with that, or the whole teach a man how to
These
fish
poor
kind of thing?
people at the Loud and Free Clinic, God bless them. I mean, they're just struggling so hard. They have no money, and they go there as sort of their last resort.
Gotcha.
And a lot of these people don't have the money to buy Christmas trees. They're spending all their money on medicine and trying to cure themselves. So.
That's a really wonderful thing you're doing, Maria.
Thank you. So they get like a nice gourmet meal. Thank you.
All right. Now, since how you've been doing cooking and it's in your background and your family and everything, what's the craziest food that you ever ate? Because I see these bizarre
Andrew Zimmer.
food shows. Yeah, Andrew Zimmer. I mean,
Yeah. He'll eat a
like
habanero and a fish
scorpions
head
and
without a
everything,
problem.
I know, he's so weird. Yeah.
Right?
You wonder if he's actually doing it, if they just didn't swap it out for something. But I ate a petrified goose egg. It was 10 years old.
Balut, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something
Yes.
like that.
What was
Yeah.
the texture like?
It tasted just like an egg. It actually tasted like foie gras. So it tasted like
Really?
the
Like what?
duck foie gras is like it's goose liver. Basically, they shove. I'm not going to tell you about it, but you can look it up. You can
It's
Google
the
it.
haggis of the bird world.
Yes, and
Look,
it's
here we go.
delicious.
Google.
And it's delicious. And so this egg was from a goose. It tasted just like foie gras. And so it took like 2 days for the chef he was like, "You're in a cooking school. You're not going to try it." I was like, "Oh, you had to play that card." So I tried it, and it was not
10 years, age 10 years.
10 years. What's it called?
I thought it was balut, and I thought it was like a 9-day-old duck egg buried in the sand, and then
This was 10
it's a
years.
You can Google it.
It's a Filipino thing.
It's a Filipino thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I like Italian.
There's a lot of different cultures have a lot of different
really appreciate
traditions,
that.
but I don't know that we have to all try all of them because some of them are kind of scary.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ways that different cultures keep food, and it's not, we refrigerate everything in this country. We wrap it in 10 pounds of foil and we shove it in the freezer and we're like, we date it and we're psycho about it. In other countries, it's like, yeah, I don't know, just leave it out on the counter for 5 days. We can
right.
still eat it.
Yeah, I grew up
Flies.
bacon. Let's go back to the bacon. Bacon the same way. It's like you make bacon in the morning. It sits out all day. You just leave it on the counter. You leave it out there all day long, and
Yeah,
everybody just
I don't
munches
think
on it
anything's
for
gonna
like the rest of the
Yeah, I
weekend.
don't think anything's going to happen to
belt buckles
bacon,
out
but but like
You make coffins out of it.
cheese, things that are made with cheese, even though you cook the cheese, you want to refrigerate the cheese. You probably want to refrigerate even though it's cooked. Plus, if you've got flies flying around, probably not such a good idea.
Yeah.
No, it's
Not too much, yeah. All right, well, we're going to take a break.
quick break.
And when we come back, we're going to bring on a new friend of yours,
Yes.
Tori Nelson. Tori Sho Nuff Nelson is on here, Cage of Dreams, with us.
Sho Nuff.
Come on back. She's in the house.
This is Christian Blue Jackson. You're watching Cage+of+Dreams with your favorite dream girl, Shannon, Carnage, and Tony D.
This is Darrell Young, Washington Redskins fullback from 36. You're watching Cage+of+Dreams with Tony D, Carnage, and my dream girl, Shannon Scott.
Welcome back to Cage of Dreams. I'm your host, Pro Wrestling's bad boy, and hopefully new cookologist after this episode, Carnage. And with us is the lovely Maria Kopsidas. Cetus. I get it right. I'm just messing up. It's a good thing she don't have a frying pan. She probably clocked me with it. My man Tony D, and joining us on a set is the one, the only, Tori Sho Nuff Nelson.
The champ
women's
is here.
middleweight boxing champion of the world. Number one, baby. Number one.
Yes.
Not
thank
number two.
you.
She's number one.
Number one.
Number one in my heart.
Number
too.
one.
Number one in your
That's right.
heart.
Number one in my heart.
Number one.
All right. Well, we got you on the show. Now, we know we have a cookologist here with us.
Yes.
And you do a lot of training and you boxing
do.
and stuff.
Yes.
Did you have any questions for Tori?
So what do you eat? What's your favorite, I think, thing to eat that gets you the most protein and gives you energy? Like, what's that thing that you go to all the time?
Well, my favorite is what I do before the fight day. It's macaroni and cheese.
Right on. Carbs.
For the carbs, exactly.
Carbs and
Kraft
protein.
macaroni and cheese. No plug.
Shells.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese.
The
yes.
shells.
I like the shells.
The
yes.
mac and cheese of champions.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. That's the meal of a champion.
How much do you eat of it? Like a
Oh, the
couple
whole box.
boxes? Yeah, an entire box.
Yeah,
What is
I
that,
eat the
like
whole
2 or
box.
3 cups?
Like a
Yeah.
pound?
I guess
Yeah,
it's like
it's about a
whatever the
pound.
yeah.
A couple of pounds.
Well, a couple of pounds. Then she takes a couple of pounds to the ring.
Do you eat it the night before and then wake up and do it? Do
No,
you carbo
no,
load
I just eat it the day of.
the day of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carb load.
Yeah.
And then you unload in the ring.
And then I unload in the ring.
And
That's
is it? Do you feel like it's enough energy to sustain you?
Oh yeah.
And that-
Yeah. Because I do oatmeal that morning.
Right.
And then I do macaroni and cheese later.
You ever get to the 10th round and be like, I should have had one more spoonful.
Yeah, I get to the 10th round and say, I'd be glad when it's over so I can get more mac and cheese.
Nice.
I can eat all the mac and cheese.
Exactly, so I can eat all I want.
All you
Yes.
boxers out there, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Food of champions.
Yes.
By Tori Sho Nuff Nelson.
I've heard about that. A lot of bike riders do that too.
Yeah,
right?
for
A
the
lot of
carbs,
pasta.
yeah. It's wonderful.
Excellent. Now, Maria, with the Cookology, is there any ideas you have maybe coming down the pike that you want to turn into a reality through Cookology, maybe?
So we have a really cool team program where corporations come in and they work together to do some team building. So we're taking that. We can only do about 60 to 70 people in here comfortably, so we're taking it off-site, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
Okay.
So
pretty cool.
that's cool. So we can do larger parties, 80 to 150 people. So that's awesome. And then we're doing catering. We're doing farm-to-table catering with local farmers in Virginia. And then we're going to be offering a lot of Indian food, which is like just naturally very healthy. We have our own corporate catering menu and our own fine dining menu. And it's all locally sourced, really good, healthy meals that offer sustainable energy for big corporations that need to eat during the day and need to snack during the day. So instead of like a ton of coffee, you're going to have like raw almonds, raisins, some sunflower seeds, a flaxseed cookie, some grapes. Grapes are brain food. I'm
getting
all
hungry.
those things I can relate to.
Yeah.
Yum.
So yeah, it's
Brain
good.
food paneer, the Indian dish.
Yeah, I mean you need the brain food.
I didn't know Indian food is really healthy food.
It's super healthy. I mean,
outta
even the whole ghee. Ghee is just it's a different kind of butter. It's without all the oil,
Yeah.
and it actually can last longer away from refrigeration, which is probably one of the reasons they use it.
And their butter chicken.
And the butter chicken is really good, but ghee is also
Wow.
really healthy for you as
And
well.
Merg. And naan.
Yeah, and naan bread is really
love it.
it's light. There's not a whole lot of gluten in
I
naan.
have to try it out. Yeah, I'm telling you.
And there's a lot more
But yeah,
vegetables.
I remember he told me. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
that he stayed in. Was it India?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are vegetarian. So they really,
Yes.
if you can get 80% of vegetables in
I
your
was there
diet,
for 3 weeks. I lost 17 pounds.
that's right.
It was a very
Wow.
cleansing experience.
Yeah. Well, is that for good reasons or?
Well, I think if I was a cat, I'd be on my 4th life.
Oh my God.
But it was delicious. I gotta tell you that.
It was great going down.
Going down.
Ain't it? Because didn't know when he was gonna get something else to eat, huh?
Yeah.
You was ready to come
my
back
gosh.
over here,
Yes,
huh?
I was.
Now, you got tons of cooking classes here that you do. You have the couples, you have the kids, you have just pretty much all kinds. Out of all the classes that you have any of your students or anybody that's came in and taken the classes, have they gone on to, do something really big in the community or anything as far as cooking?
No, I mean, not that I know of, but I do know that we've affected a lot of families. Moms who have come in and said, my kids are 13 and 15 and they've never had a homemade meal in my life.
Wow.
And then a lot more men are cooking, and so they're bringing in their wives and their kids to get them to cook. Because women now, we have there's a stigma attached to it. I don't want to be my mom.
I do all the cooking in my house, and the deal is with my wife. If I cook, she'll do the dishes.
Clean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. So
That's me.
I try to be.
I can do the
clean as I
dishes.
go,
Yeah.
but
I can't cook though.
But there's something, like if you can get a family
tried
to
to
start
poison me
cooking. Who did?
Boy,
She tried to
I
poison
took
you?
over cooking that same day.
He said that's
Oh my God. Well,
That's when it came.
I think men are frustrated with going out to restaurants and eating crap, so
Right.
they figure it out themselves and
And you get more at home.
they put it together.
Yeah.
And they get
Exactly.
Yes. You just give your wife a list and someone does the shopping and there you go. You're good to
Now,
go.
I wanted to ask you this: do you have a signature dish, like a Cookology #1? This is my recipe. Everybody loves it. Signature dish?
No.
Really?
No, because we teach. It's not like a restaurant.
Gotcha.
But we do our really popular classes that we always have on the menu. Our sushi. We teach tons of sushi.
Yes, I was talking to Lynn before the show, and I said every time I try to make it, I make a nori taco.
Yeah, right. Just however you can pull it out. We do Thai. Our Thai classes are huge. Anything that has to do with Italian food is big. And we do a cheese making class that's huge. Knife skills. And then our boot camps are big. We teach people how to cook in 5 easy lessons.
wow.
Right here. So yeah, so it's.
I think I'm gonna have
brown.
to. No, I'm
Turn it
not gonna
down,
say I'm
golden
taking
brown.
class.
Oh my God! I'm gonna put that at the top. Turn it down, golden brown. What was the other one you said?
Learn it, don't burn it.
Learn it,
right,
don't burn it. Turn it down, golden brown.
Well, she just got 2 new sayings for
Hey,
Cookology.
but if
you
Got
see
off of that
those-
Tony D, just like
Yeah.
you do in
Tony
restaurants.
D.
Stealing everything. Steal everybody else's stuff, man. We do it all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh my
Way to
God.
go, Maria. I like
Giving it away.
How about my next training camp? You cook for me. How much is that going
Okay.
to cost me? An arm and a leg for you to
No.
cook for my. I have when I start training camp, I have to have organic food though.
Yes, you
Everybody
do.
does.
Yeah.
Why? Do you know why?
They just said it's cleaner for me.
Well,
Monsanto
the
is evil.
pesticides,
Yeah.
that's something totally different. That's genetically modified, which is a whole other argument. But the pesticides can make you fat.
Get out.
That just came out.
Really?
So if you have a weight problem, you can't figure it out, check your pesticide level on your food. Stop eating, and the high pesticide grapes are
Yes.
the high pesticide foods are grapes, apples, things that we love to eat that we just pop in our mouth are just tons of pesticides.
I don't have any fleas or ticks, but I can't lose that last
Okay,
five.
I can't lose that last 5. Right. No one is attracted to me because my chemistry is completely off.
That's right.
And I smell a little funny. But that's okay.
That's the front line.
But I will teach you.
Right.
I will teach you how to do your diet so that you do it every time. You don't have to rely on me.
Oh,
You don't have to rely on anyone else. You just get it together and you put your.
Okay, but I don't know
training
how to
diet.
cook.
I'll teach you how to do it. You don't
Okay.
actually. A lot
Cooking
of
is
cooking
not
is
for
just
me.
gathering and putting it together. Finding the right places. If you don't know how to cook, just figure out how to heat it up.
Okay, yeah, I
You
can
know,
do that.
put it in the-
I'm the microwave queen.
But
Oh, yeah,
not,
I got
but,
that.
but not just microwaving. Like stick it in a pot and get it to a certain temperature. I'll teach you how to control the temperature
Okay.
so you don't go crazy. If you put a pot on the heat, electric or gas,
Yeah.
you put it on 10, you're gonna burn everything. No matter
Exactly.
what.
Yes,
You put it on
and
6
that's
and
me.
you wait. It's all about
You
patience.
gotta wait.
gosh.
It's
You
like
just-
when you make a Bernaise
It's
sauce.
called
and
cooking.
Okay.
You rush that butter, everything
Yeah.
separates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You just have to
Right.
take your time.
All right,
All
Q and Simone, we're about to have a home cooked meal.
All right, kids, mama's coming home.
Yeah, we're gonna cook. Oh, we're
Seriously.
gonna learn it or burn it.
Learn it or burn it.
That's right.
Right here at
2
Cookology.
choices. Either learn it or burn it.
Exactly.
Well, we're here at Cookology at the Dulles Town Center Mall, and we are having an awesome time with Maria. My
Yes.
girl Tori's here with us. And did you want to give a shout out to your crew? Because I know some of them are here today. If you want, go ahead and throw some of the names out there.
So we've got Emma Zareen, who is our manager. She's also directly straight from Afghanistan.
Oh, cool.
She is the epitome of the strong working
Emma.
woman, the strong working Afghan woman.
Emma,
Come on in the camera here.
you gotta be
She's
standing in the
our
camera.
strong working gorgeous Afghan woman.
Right into that one over here.
And if you've got an issue with women working and you're Afghan, let it go.
Have an issue, here's a tissue.
She's one of the best employees.
Oh, good job.
She's one of the best employees.
All right, excellent. Well,
You're
thanks
welcome.
for coming on. Yeah, no, thank you. Well, we're going to go ahead. This is it, man. We blew through this show in no time.
Yeah,
We want to thank Cookology. We want to thank Maria for having us here.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thank
Maria
you.
for
Thank
being
you.
my new
We had a
cook.
great time.
Yeah, I had a great
Tori
time too.
Nelson, always a pleasure.
Tori!
coming on. Girl Tori, Sho Nuff Nelson. Make sure you check her out on Facebook.
And I
Yeah.
didn't get injured this episode. Thank you, Tori.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
Do it.
Never too late, Tony. Never too late.
Ain't it?
What can they
Never
find
too
you?
late.
Find me on ToriShowNuffNelson.com or follow me on Facebook at Tori Sho Nuff Nelson.
So
on
it's-
Twitter, Tori Sho Nuff.
It's Tori Sho Nuff.
Sho Nuff.
SHONUFF.com. See it
Good
right
job.
there?
Show up.
Good
All
job.
right, make sure you check her out. Make sure you come out Cookology. Check Maria out.
Yes.
Or any of her great staff. And we've just had a great time here. We want to thank everyone for coming. It was awesome, and like I always say,
Thank you.
don't just live your life, live your dream. Peace out.